The radio fucking sucks. Oh, I'm Justin, by the way. But back to my first statement, the radio, when you think about it, it really does suck. Unless you don't have CDs or an aux cable, which is, something you plug into the car and your phone so it can play the music from your phone. Unless you don't have those two things, the radio is probably going to be your last alternative or solution to listening to tunes as you're driving. But now I've noticed that it seems more like an annoyance than a fun way or easy way to just listen to music. And you know what's funny? There's probably some radio stations out there like, you know what? The internet is the cause for the death of radio. When really, it's their own faults for their doom. Obviously, I'm going to have to present my side of the argument. I can't just say, the radio sucks. Like, goodbye. The radio sucks, goodbye. Like, it doesn't work like that. So, let us start this video, and let me show you why the radio sucks. Let's start this shit. Number one, they only pick songs that are catchy. You know what? I'll totally admit it. The riffs from Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones, it makes the song more enjoyable because it's catchier. It can make the song sound cooler, or a bit of groove in the riffage, like in Walk by Pantera. It makes it sound cooler and it sounds memorable. And you know what? Even in hip hop tracks or rap tracks, there's some beats that are memorable. Like, remember Yonkers by Tyler the Creator? Not only was there piano playing, but there was the bass and the weird rake sounding, and the synthesizers or keyboards. It sounded really cool and it was memorable. But I feel like the radio stations are just picking songs because, hey, it's catchy. Or, hey, she has a nice voice. And sometimes the artists don't even have to have good voices. What's that stupid song? Cheerleader by Omi. I think I found myself a fucking faggot cheerleader. The guy, he sounds annoying and he's using auto-tune. But, hey, the beat, it's catchy. That doesn't make the song better. And when you read the lyrics to a lot of these songs, it's just mediocre, shitty, or just retarded lyrics. Love, partying, live your life. Relationships. Oh wow, that's really nice. How about you, add something new to the table? But hey, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's catchy. Yeah, so basically, hey, just because a song sounds catchy or, hey, her voice or his voice sounds nice, doesn't mean the song is good. And this can lead to point number 2, repetition. And I say this leads into because the more catchier a song is, or the nicer it is, or how much more famous it is, they're just gonna continuously play it. It's like they want us to go insane, or it's like they know, they're just thinking, oh what, Justin doesn't like Meghan Trainor? Well, in that case, come on Jimmy, play fucking All About That Bass 9,000 more times. Like, holy shit, I've heard All About That Bass so many times. I've heard Love Me Like You Do so many times. I've heard, what's the stupid song? No, honey, I'm good. Whatever, that gay-ass song. So many times. I've heard Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, dumb whore, so many times. They're not even good songs, and it's just because it's catchy, which is bullshit. And even rock stations are guilty of this. Whenever it's a classic band, they'll always play their most popular song. Like, I cannot tell you, as much as I love Nirvana, my number one favorite band, whenever they play Nirvana, it's always Smells Like Teen Spirit, or In Bloom, or, Well, what's another one? All apologies. If it's the Beatles, it's always Come Together or Hey Jude, which just shows they only played the fucking singles. Like, guys, you know that you can go further into their discography. Like Helter Skelter, for example, by the Beatles, that wasn't a single. I had to find out on my own. Well, actually, thanks to Charles Manson, I found that out on my own. Not because, hey, let me play a song that's more obscure. Nope, it's popular, therefore we have to overplay it. And number 3, and the final point, lack of experimentation. This goes for both, types of radio stations, rock, rap / hip hop / pop, whatever. Did you notice that they're all the same? For rock, it's either the good old classics or some new indie garbage. At least where I am, I hear that all the time. You know, as much as I like hearing We Are the Champions by Queen, I also like hearing Tommy the Cat by Primus. You know, because Primus, their playing style is very unorthodox, but it comes together so good. And that's the thing, is that they're always thinking, no, it has to be what people like. Instead of being like, hey, there's an obscure band, Vector. Or, hey, here's a rapper that isn't too well known, or, relatively known, but he isn't super duper famous, MF Doom. I'm not saying, yo, hey, play In the Morning, Napalm Death. Obviously not. But use a bit of experimentation. There needs to be radio stations like that, like just, for example, a radio station for rap, a radio station for extreme metal, for indie, whatever. And I think that's sad, or pathetic, that there isn't something like that. And I had this passion ever since my dad told me about it, or mentioned it. I wanted to open my own radio station. But then I found out, as he told me, getting a license is like over $1 million, as he told me, here in Canada, or Quebec at least, whatever. So, plus you have to renew it every year, plus the equipment you'll need, even if it's shitty, that's going to be over $1 million. Plus you need to get your own, number on the station, and since all the numbers seem to be used up, to create your own little number station, like 97.7 FM, 98.6 FM, to get your own little number station, you have to pay even more. And then what really broke my heart was that these radio stations are owned by super big companies. So you know what that means? There's a bunch of old crusty white folks up there being like, chomping on a huge cigar. Hey Jerry, so what are the kids into? Well, that new Adele song is doing pretty good. In that case, let's do it. Everyone loves it. They're too afraid of going out of their boundaries and being creative. And, if I had my own radio station, I wouldn't just want to play the singles or the popular stuff. I'm not saying I don't want to be a sellout. But you know what I mean? It's like, I want to be more creative. 97.7 at night, they played songs that I would never imagine to hear. They played My Name Is Mud by My Name Is Mud by Primus. I stuttered there. My Name Is Mud by Primus. Closer by 9 Inch Nails. A Freak on a Leash by Korn. Be Quiet and Drive, Far Away by Deftones. And even Firestarter by Prodigy, or by The Prodigy. Which at first I was like, that's more of a rave song, isn't it? But then I noticed they do have guitars on stage sometimes. So I was just like, wow, they play some of the coolest songs at night. In the morning, it's all the lame, same bullshit. You know, if I had a radio station, I want to be creative. The first song would probably be Breed by Nirvana, and somewhere on the way I would play Die the Flu by Deftones, and then maybe Critical Mass, I believe it's called Critical Mass by Nuclear Assault, maybe I Am the Black Wizards by Emperor, maybe even Screams of the Butterfly by Acid Bath, Leprosy by Death, I don't know, Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix Experience, Straight Edge by Minor Threat, and finish it off with Forests of Legend by Vector. You know, just have whole different types of rock, from extreme metal to psychedelic rock to the classic Beatles, you know, that type of music, some normal classic rock, extreme metal, punk, thrash, alternative rock, just a whole bunch. And if I ever find a way to broadcast music, I'll let you guys know. Tell me in the comments, do you like listening to the radio? Do you hate it? What are some things that you think they need to improve on that I did not mention? What's a song you wish they'd play more? And what's a song you wish they'd play less? It may differ as, you know, life goes on. You know, right now it may be, I'm tired of hearing all about that bass. In the future, it may be something else. Anyways, leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want. And here's something new, and I'm probably going to say this very rarely. Share the video if you want. And I'm Justin Aquino, and I wish you a good day.